Hello guys, and welcome back to a new Empire and Pulse video. So today we have a brand new Owl Tower event with a new hero. So in this video I'll be reviewing this hero. His name is Cennius. So let's get started. So Cennius, 5-star hero, Dark Element Rogue class, the best class in the game along with the fighters. He is from the Owl family, who will get a bonus for 1, 2, or 3 heroes. All received mana status ailments will be replaced by an 11% plus 31% or plus 39% mana generation buff for 3 turns. Can be pretty useful since mana status ailments, they are just immune to mana status ailments, which is pretty annoying, and they also get a slight bonus. Let's get the picture back. And we just had the Owl passive, or we just had a new passive for the Owls, the mana increase reduction. So reduce the amount of mana increase by special skills by minus 80%, and this effect applies to all enemies in the battle. So Nautica will no longer be used. He can be used, but he would not or won't be effective against Owls any longer. So extremely good if you're going up against Nautica. You can just bring the Owls and you can just counter his mana boost effect, I shall say. But next we're going to be taking a look at the stats. So very high attack, decent defense, and extremely good health. So across the board, very good stats for Cennius. Now if we go ahead and double break this hero, we can see that his attack stat is extremely high, very decent defense and health stat, but he benefits from the Feed Resist Ether talent, which cannot be very beneficial in my opinion. Not many scenarios where you can actually benefit from this ether talent, so I do not recommend trying to max a hero with Feed Resist, because in my opinion it's just useless and one of the worst ether talents. Now we're gonna be moving on to his special skill, Blade Wings. Now it is running at average speed, making him compatible with both attacking and defending formation. What's that word? I think it's offense and defense formation. What the hell am I thinking? I have no idea what I'm thinking anymore. But at average speed, attacks the target and nearby enemies with Moonrise Strike, dealing up to 1000 damage, which is pretty decent. So that will be a base damage of 500, minimum damage of 250, and maximum damage of 1000. And then he deals 40% more damage if the target is holy, for obvious reasons. And growth and wither effect, damage scaling, buff and status ailments affect attack and defense. Buff and status ailments affecting attack and defense do not affect damage scaling. So the only thing that can affect this damage scaling is growth, since it's just growth and wither, since it is just adjusting the stats, making the increase and decrease, but overall pretty decent amount of damage. Now this is where Cennius is interesting. So after a successful cast, which is this one, which is the first skill up above here, he has a 100% chance to recast Blade Wings on a random target, which is pretty good, and we can see that this is a new mechanic. So he can recast up to 3 times, and the chance to recast is reduced by minus 35% after every successful cast. So if you don't know what this means, so when he deals damage, that first skill is done. Now we're moving on to the second skill. So after you cast the first step of the special skill, you will have 100% chance to cast that first step again. Then you will have a negative 35% chance, which will be a 65. Which would be a 65% a chance to cast it for a third time, and lastly a 30% chance to cast it for a final fourth time. And if you get quite lucky with this effect, you will be able to deal insane amounts of damage, especially with that extremely high attack stat. So congratulations if you do manage to get your hands on Cennius. He should be a pretty good hero, especially in attack. The only downside I see to this hero is he is pretty RNG based or luck based, which is quite, which quite pulls him down from the top spot of the heroes currently in the meta, since both his successful cast requires the RNG and the the chance of recast. That's the same. The chance of recast and the enemy that you're hitting, so you could be hitting the side enemies, and that way you cannot inflict maximum damage with Cennius. Now, if you do manage to pull this hero, congratulations again, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.